Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and furry studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Alright, well, I know a lot of people said they like seeing the combination of the videos when I'm driving, the dash cam, and the interior shot here, so hello, Mr. Cop. Why is he pointing? I'm not speeding. Just because I'm in the lane with the snow on it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. I guess maybe he wants me in the right lane. That doesn't make any sense. I'd rather be in the left lane where there's snow and I can get traction. I guess that's what Mr. Cop was pointing at. He wanted me to be in the right lane. I don't know. I'd rather not be in the right lane stacked up with all the vehicles, but that's whatever. Pennsylvania's kind of backward ass. And now they're all hitting their brakes. I'm going back into the left lane. If they want to pull me over for that, they can. I'm doing the safer thing and getting away from everybody. That's just stupid. I've never understood this in weather like this, why all the vehicles always all stack up together. Like I always say, stay the hell away from me. I'd rather be over here with nobody in front of me so that if I do slide or something does happen, I have a better chance of stopping or getting away from the other vehicles to avoid a crash. Seems like common sense to me, but you know, and if a cop pulls me over for that, I will argue with him about it. Because, you know, I think I'm doing the safer thing. Alright, now I'm away from everybody, going really, really slow, and I will move back into the right lane. Well, this is I-78 in New Jersey, coming up right passing now Bloomsbury, and a couple of tow trucks here in the right lane. Normally, this stretch of highway, this stretch of interstate, on a Thursday morning at 9:30, like it is now, 9:30 Eastern Time, is packed with vehicles. And look at this, there's hardly anybody out here. Just me and the tow trucks. Yeah, I always say, whenever I see bad weather like this and a ton of cars on the road, I'm always like, why are they here? Go home. Go to a motel, call into work, whatever. We have to be out here. You know? You don't have to be out here. You never get that. But anyway, it's interesting, so I might still make my appointment time depending on what I run into between now and the next 52 miles. Kind of crazy, like I say. The roads aren't that bad. They're a little slick, but as long as you're careful, don't do any quick maneuvers, don't hit the brakes, you'll be all right. And take it slow and steady. No quick maneuvers, nothing quick, and you'll be all right. Keep distance between you and the other vehicles. Don't bunch up, so you don't have to hit your brakes. So all you'd have to do is release the pedal and maybe steer a little bit to the sides. That's how you avoid the crashes. But, you know, we'll see if I still make it on time, or if I run into anything else, we'll keep the dash cam going, and we'll keep the camera up here going, too. I do have to show you this here, because look at this asswagon. He has to pull over in front of me in my lane and make me hit the brakes a little harder on the ice and snow, and then look what he does. Blop, nice. Right out the window. Didn't think people really did this anymore, but nope, look at this asshat. He rolls down his window, just watch for it. Okay, here it comes. Oh, there goes the window, and toss goes the cut. What a jerk. I didn't really think people did that anymore. Because, you know, I grew up in the 70s and 80s with the whole crying Indian and everything, and, you know, don't litter, and now I've seen more and more people do it all the time now. All I can figure is it's the younger crowd who never got banged over the head with those crying Indian, commercials about littering. Thought I'd show you the last 17 miles on my way to Costco here on a time-lapse. So you can see how icy and snowy and everything it was there. Not a lot of traffic out there. And of course, now I'm on all the secondary roads trying to make my way over there. I didn't feel like paying the turnpike to get there. I ended up having to take it out of there later, and we'll talk more about that. Look at that guy throwing snow at me, so I got around him. Then at that stoplight, my trailer did go sideways. Yeah, that was interesting. Everybody stayed way back behind me when they saw that happening. And now we're getting real close to the Costco. It's coming up here. It's going to be on the left, just up ahead. So we'll watch for that here. Yeah, look, it's just nasty looking out there, isn't it? Get in the left lane, wait for the traffic, zoom, we turn in, follow that truck all the way into the Costco, and then we'll check in at the guard shack. Well, we're going to try to check in at the guard shack, but the sign says, keep going, go park and walk your paperwork on over, so boop, there we go. Well, I made it here just on time, 5 minutes early for our appointment. I should have been here, based on the time I left, over an hour early, but then the weather just slowed everything down. Hope you like that little time-lapse showing the last 17 miles getting here. Crazy how slow we were having to go. Anyway, I was really afraid they were going to be shut down when I got here, but they're still open. They took me. I'm in a door. Now I'm just I got the red light even, so they're hopefully going to start unloading here real quick. Now while I'm sitting here in the door at Costco, look at this. It's hailing. Look at that. As if the roads weren't bad enough already, let's throw some little hail into the mix. Some frozen ice. Of course, all ice is frozen. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, well, it's official. I looked it up. New Jersey has basically banned all commercial vehicles, including semi-trucks, from all state and interstate highways. It does not apply to the turnpike, however, and the Costco warehouse I just delivered to is right off of the turnpike. So I'm going to take that back into Pennsylvania to try to get to my next pickup. I don't know if you can hear the sound. Listen carefully. Can you hear that ice hitting the truck? It's not just freezing rain, which means it's wet rain falling from the sky, and once it hits things on the ground, it turns to ice. This is actual ice falling from the sky. It's like just little hail, little tiny hail. And the roads are slicker than snot. New Jersey is not keeping up with their roads very well at all. They're not used to getting these huge snows. So, we're going to try to make it there because basically there's nowhere to park around here. That's just what kills me about governors making orders like that. Saying, well, we're banning all commercial vehicles from the roads. Well, where are we supposed to go? How about giving us some place to go, yeah? Anyway. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I did make it to my next pickup there in Macungie, I think is how you say it, Pennsylvania, and look at the snow at this place. Picking up in Macungie, Pennsylvania. Look at the snow stacked up. Of course, it was right in the way trying to get in the door here. But, yeah, they got quite a bit of snow around here. Gotta love it, baby. Let's take a look at the side here. And it's still snowy. I love it. Yeah, then after that, I was done. I've been driving pretty much all night and all morning and dealing with all the snow and all the crap and blah, so that I found a place to go hide and park and got some decent sleep. And then, of course, in the morning when the sun came out, even though it was still snowing, there was so much ice that had built up on the truck, that starts sliding off and all that. And, of course, Rusty is such a scaredy dog when it comes to that he gets all freaked out when he hears the sound of the snow and ice sliding off. And so then he ends up curling up and trying to sleep on my head. So those of you think he's such a great little dog, he is a great little dog, but he gets spooked by that for some reason and then ends up sleeping on my head. Don't you, Rusty? I'll bring him up here for the end in just a second. Alright, so got going midday yesterday and still ran through some more snow and crap until about halfway across Pennsylvania, and then it actually got pretty good. The roads kind of cleared up. They were just mainly wet. And then actually, once I got into Ohio, dry roads. Oh, I haven't had that happen in quite a while. So that was nice. Temperatures were actually in the 20s for a change. How about that? So, delivered early this morning in Burlington, Iowa. Picked up my next load at the same place, so I just had to stay in the door. They unloaded, they put on the next load. That's the kind of loads Clutch Trucker likes, baby, thank ye. And now I'm parked over here at this little Love's in Monmouth. Probably not how you say it. Probably Monmouth or Monmouth, I don't know. Spelled M-O-N-M-O-U-T-H. I say that's Monmouth. Gonna be kind of a tight one, and I've been running my ass off this week. It's gonna be a good paying week, but I've been running hard, man. Deliver in Grove City, Ohio, which is south side of the Columbus area. Tomorrow morning, Sunday at 4 a.m. Gotta love it. And then I was on the phone with Bo just a little bit ago. He already found me another load, picking up in Middletown, Ohio, which is kind of halfway between Dayton and Cincinnati, going up to Linfield, Pennsylvania for a Monday delivery. And that one's paying fairly decent. He tried to book me a load going to Brooklyn, New York. And I'm like, no. I'm done with that for a while. Give me a break off the boroughs of New York. He said, well, don't you want to know how much it pays? No, I don't want to do it. No. And because I'm an owner-operator and have the right to say no to whatever I want to say no to, he'd already booked it. He had to call back and say sorry, and you know, but he didn't ask me first. So, you know, that's what happens. I'm not going to Brooklyn. I'm sorry, not right now. Not in the middle of winter, not with all the crap I've been dealing with. No. Well, thanks for tuning in to that. I hope you liked the, you know, the kind of sped up, I want to call it a zip cam. What is it called? The flash drive. No, it's not a flash drive. It's not a zip. I'm tired. Time-lapse. Ba-da-bong, there you go. I get a prize. Gotta put Rusty up here. So many people have been saying since it's been so cold, you need to get Rusty some booties and a sweater and stuff. Okay, I'll look into that. Next time I have some extra time and find a PetSmart I can roll by, I'll look into getting Rusty some shoes and a jacket. You know, I have to now, right, Rusty? Because now everyone's saying I'm treating you badly by making you trance around the snow when it's that cold. I'll try to get him some booties and a sweater, okay? I promise. And I'm not going to Brooklyn, though. Just not going to do it. And while he's up here, I do want to say, a lot of people have been asking, you know, why is he called the Meatball Dog? And why is he the world-famous Meatball Dog? Well, he's world-famous because ever since my buddy John Branch did that article on me in the New York Times, when the whole COVID thing started, people from around the world get the New York Times, and so I got a lot of people from all over the world starting to follow this channel. And so that's where the world-famous Meatball Dog comes in. And then the other thing is, when I was growing up and a young kid in my family, my parents always said, if I was being silly or acting crazy, well, you're acting like a meatball. That's where that comes from. And I always tell him when he's being silly or whatever that he is being a meatball. And that's where I tell him all the time, you're the only dog I've ever known made entirely of meatballs. So that's where that comes from. It's just kind of an old family expression. So that's why he's Rusty, the Meatball Dog. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. As always, like and comment if you would like to. Check out Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter. And there's also Coffee and Patreon if you feel like supporting the channel. Links will be below for that. Ring the bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out or when we go live. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, the Meatball Dog, out. You want to hurt me? Yeah, go ahead if it makes you feel any better. I'm an easy target. Yeah, I talk too much. But you know what? I also listen too much. I could be a cold-hearted cynic like you, but I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Think what you want about me, but I'm not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get. He's sleepy. Rusty's sleepy.